See that? That's why I'm not at work today. Since I didn't have to go to work today, I've been practicing my threading. There we go. Oh, it went so much nicer earlier. There we go. I need to clean up the front a little bit. There we go. Pretty solid. Oh, boy, I got it locked on good. Yeah, okay, I'll get that off later. Whole point of this little piece I'm making in here, unfortunately it's made out of aluminum. That's all I had around to practice with. But it's going to be a test plug for when I do some things that go over my spindle. So it's going to be it's a mock-up of my spindle, basically. And I think that's why I was having some trouble with that little bit right there. But once it gets on, it fits really nicely, so I'm pretty pleased with it. And so I just cut it off. I'd like to knurl it, but my knurler, last time I messed with it, wasn't happy with what I got. So I need to get one of those scissors knurlers. I've got one of those ones that you push up against it, and it's not good for anything anyway. It's bad on the bearings to be doing that, so I don't know. Yeah, so next step is I want to make a thread protector for the nose on this lathe for the actual spindle, because that just sits out there in the open when I'm using my collet setup right now. So that's what this test plug will get used for right off the bat. Alright, so this is it. This is what I'm mimicking. You can tell now there's more of a bevel here, so I might chuck that back up and try to approximate that a little better. Now originally this shoulder here was the same as this one in here. Not this one, not the big one around here, but it was the same size, and then I fudged up when I was making the threads and ran into it, so I just cleaned it up. So it's a little shorter, but the overall length is the same, and it's a pretty darn good match. I did put a little light knurl on it. I didn't go crazy with it. It does feel better though that way for doing this. So I think this will serve the purposes for right now. That's probably the best threading job I've ever done. I'm pretty new at this, so I'm happy with that. Even before it comes up against the the back here, it's still fairly tight. I think is as tight as these threads, which is the important thing, because that's what it's got to mimic. So now I have to learn how to do internal threads. So my project for that will be to make a protector to go on here, so that when I'm running collets with my ER40 rig, then they're protected. And then the next step after that will be Well, I've got to start getting. I got to get into gear making after that, because eventually I'm going to want to make metric threads, and in order to be able to do that, I need to make some gears. But once I can make metric threads, then you've probably seen a lot of the guys on YouTube who've done this. I'm basically going to make one of these that fits on here. So I'm no longer going through the spindle and pulling it in with the drawbar. I'll be threading this whole thing, something like this that I make, onto here, and then that'll be how I'll work with collets. That'll be pretty cool. So first I'll make the little protector there, and that'll be it for a while with this until I get my gear making in order.